Hello and welcome to Orchids 365 Care Collab video alongside wonderful channels that I will list in my description. This one here is for the Maxillaria Variabilis, a miniature species found all over most of South America. I also have my two other Tenafolia maxillarias, which I will show you as I move to my other side. This one I decided to start off with because she's my newest addition from Orchids by the Lake, Yoshi. And I got her because she is a black variety and I thought she would be a fabulous addition to my Maxillaria collection. So this foliage is narrow and the pseudobulbs bear one or two leaves. Although it produces its pseudobulbs broadly in a similar manner as the M. tenafolia, it is much better at clumping and doesn't become too straggly, so the roots normally occur only at the base of the plant. When you propagate these, you want to use the brown papery bracts along the stem to be removed carefully to allow the underlying roots to emerge. So with that being said, I'm gonna go show you the big brother and the sister that I have under the orchid pergola. I will take this one to join them as soon as I establish it in my environment alongside its other little seedling siblings, as I say. I usually like to start the Care Collab videos with the exact location of where I have my plants. So this is a perfect time to do it. It's getting that bright morning light and Max loves that light. As you can see, these are not as compact. I got him very small and he has gotten so big. What I was telling you earlier about if you're dividing it, you see the papery bag stems there? See, that's what I was referring to. That's where you want to get your division, and it has little rootsies, and you can start a whole new plant just like that. Now I grow Max, and this is what he looks like in bloom, and I'll toss in some stock pictures of my maxillarias in bloom. And this is the sister Yamada that I got over a year ago, and she was just a tiny little bulb. And look, I think the wind has blown her over a little. I have to fix her. She's also receiving the same amount of light as Big Brother Max. So this is Maxillaria tenafolia Yamada. She's yellow and Max has this like rich kind of reddish brownish color, and she also has freckles when she blooms in the lip. And these flowers are small and you probably will not see them at first when they're blooming because they come out of the very base, but you'll see by the bulbs when I put her in bloom. And what will stop you on your tracks is the amazing coconut scent that takes over the whole pergola, making you think you are on an island somewhere sipping on a piña colada. It is amazing. Not only did I buy them for their sweet fragrance and their neat little flowers, but look at the foliage and look at those bulbs. It almost looks like a plump pineapple, right? I love looking at it year round. As you can see on this side of the pergola, filtered bright morning light. This is where they love to be. So I grow these in a mixture of bark chips and guess what? Sphagnum moss. You know I avoid that at all costs, right? But what happens is these are very thirsty orchids, especially when it gets really hot here in Florida. So I need that moss to make sure those bulbs do not get wrinkly. I do not like it and it is not good for them. You want them plump. She is probably one of the thirstiest orchids, aside from the Vandas, of course. So the sphagnum moss really does help me. Usually when I get them, like when I got Yamada, she was all shrivelly. It took me a while to plump her up. Just like with the one I'm gonna move over this way, the one I showed you at the beginning, the black one is gonna go right in between them. I'm gonna give her the same care. Okay, so medium light, kind of like what you would do with cattleyas or phals. You know, and right now is a good time to show you. These plants grow well in intermediate temperatures with winter nights from 55, 60. I mean summers, but winter it was out here at 38 degrees and unfazed, super happy. I do not do the orchid shuffle. I am in South Florida. However, if I lived up in Tampa and I had freezing 20-degree temperatures, that would be a different story. But yeah, these babies were out. They love humidity, 50% or higher, which explains why they're so happy here. It's so humid all the time. Now in the winter, they get, in its natural habitat, they get as much water during the rainy season, but then in December there's a drier season up until May. I don't have her indoor, so I don't, so if she's outside, if it rains, she gets water, but I do notice that she's a lot less thirsty because, it's cooler out and she's happy and plump. And I love growing this species. In my opinion, in this environment at least, it's easy, beautiful to look at. And although she only blooms in the spring, it's totally worth it, not only for the flowers, but for its amazing scent. I hope this care collab has been helpful. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments. Remember, I am, I believe, zone 10B in Florida, South Florida. So what works for me might not work for you, but we can learn and get ideas from each other, because then again, you never know. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in my next care collab, which will be about this beautiful Rankle stylus and the other one on the other end. So I'll see you real soon on my next care collab. Stay safe, be kind, take care.